Hey, you know what? I didn't want to do another vlog, but I'm going to address this question real quickly. Somebody said, well, if the validity of one's marriage depends on their ability to procreate, where does that leave people who are infertile? Most women over 45 and men over 65. Okay, somebody should have, before you ask that question, you should have said, wait a minute, what do women over 45 have to do with having kids? If you're over 45, you should not be having kids. Your body is not made for it. Your natural order of life. So, and men over 65, usually they're supposed to be infertile. They're not supposed to be having kids now. Now is your grandson's and your son's time to have a kid. You know, when you're 65 and you got a son that's 45, you're not supposed to be 65 and having a kid. When you're a 45-year-old woman, okay, and you had kids when you're 20, and now you're 20 years old and your daughter is having a kid, you're not supposed to be giving her another sister. Okay? It's common sense. You know, it's just like, you know, that's why, you know, now your daughter that had a child, which is your granddaughter, and now your aunt is younger than your grandchild. The girl's aunt, and she older than her aunt. You know, I mean, it's all confused up. I can't even think that far. You know? And for what? Because you don't want to agree with the natural order of life. You know, common sense. I'm not trying to down you, but that's not a good question. You know, and just because, you know, you want it, you know, you should accept some things of life. You see this? I am very happy I got gray hair. Because you know what? When I was 20 years old, there were some things that I don't want to live through again. You know? You know, it's the natural order of life. And really, it's the darn devils that are trying to say what's good is bad and what's bad is good. You know? Why would you want to be 45 or 65 years old and not have and start having a child? Your life expectancy is only a few more years. It's not the time to start having children. You're supposed to be cooling out. You're supposed to be taking care of your grandchildren. You know? So what my problem is this is unnatural. It's not the way life said it, meant it to be. And when you start pushing and going through life and flipping things upside down, that's the problem. You know? So that's what I'm trying to get to you folks about, is how to help you have some kind of boundaries or the reasons why some natural things in life. Now, the devil will go out there and say, oh, it's okay to do anything you want, mix it all up, screw it off, chaos. Okay? That's the darn devil, chaos. You know, God is a God of order. Okay? You ain't supposed to be giving your granddaughter an aunt. You know, you ain't supposed to be giving your granddaughter, your daughter's granddaughter an aunt. You know, it's just completely logical disconnect. You know, you should really think. And my problem is with people just being duped, not thinking things through, you know, not thinking a little bit about this, you know. And then here's another one, apples to oranges, okay. Then they say, well, then why do you know, what about the other infertility? What about the people who can't have children? You know, first they discount marriage and say, well, it's not important to have children. That's not the reason to get married. But yet they want to adopt children. Hold on, give me a second. I want to look up the definition of hypocrite. Just 1 second. Give me 1 minute. I mean, we don't have to look it up to know that, you know, what's the first thing? Well, we want it so we can adopt children. But marriage should not be the reason. And you know what amazes me is that You're comparing apples to oranges. Well, what about the other infertility? Other people who can't, other heterosexuals that can't. That's 10%. At most 20%. That leaves 80%. 80% to 0% homosexuals who can have children. I mean, no homosexual ever can have a child. Okay, they even tried. This is how slick they are, and how the devil will try to deceive you, right? Had a woman took off her breasts, right, and put on some beers, had hormones, and she got the mixins to make a baby. Okay, and then trying to say she's a man. No, So you're talking about zero. There is no way, when homosexuals get together, they can't even try to have a kid. It won't even work, It'll be like this, They don't even have the parts to even try to. It's not even a consideration, okay? You can't even think about it. Now, you know what? It would be different if I was sitting over here and being a bigot and talking, y'all call it as a bigot, right? But I'm telling you the truth. It's not no ifs, ands, and buts about it, This is just plain, clear-minded, sober-minded thinking, okay, logical thinking. So if you ask these questions and they're not logical, no way can a man, if you take a man, bend him over, put another man behind him, ain't no way he gonna get pregnant. You two women, you put them together, ain't no way they can even try to get pregnant. Okay, so you are comparing 0%, 100% infertility throughout history compared to 80% of human mankind. Why do you even ask the questions? It's literally like I said, when the snake said, did he say you will surely not die? Did he say not eat the fruit? Yes. He said not eat the fruit. You can't even be fruitful. It's just no way possible. So my point about it is like, you guys are being very deceiving and very crafty and really playing on people's emotions, playing on their mentality, and not dealing with the truth. The truth is straight, very clear, and very simple. Somebody told me, am I that simple? Yes, it's that simple. It says in the Bible, homosexuality is a sin. And no way should, America should be just doing it for the sake of, they don't sanction other forms of immorality. I mean, a little girl who is 13 years old, in some tribes that, these girls are getting pregnant every day. No matter whether we like it or not, they are suitable for marriage. They, if they got pregnant, if they had the option to at least get pregnant, I mean, once they are pregnant, I'm saying if they get pregnant, and I'm not talking about with some 16-year-old, somebody underage, I don't understand all the ifs, ands, and buts, I do still believe old men should not prey on young girls, but these girls can get pregnant. In other societies, these girls are dependent. You're supposed to have sex and have a kid to further the tribal societies as soon as possible, because the societies would die off without these girls getting pregnant. They still doing the same thing. It's a natural order of life. And when these girls don't have options, then the abortion rates go up. Then when these girls are automatically put to shame because they did get pregnant, instead of like Medea said, no, come here, girl, you're going to have that kid, you're going to take care of it. You lay down, you made your bed, you lay in it. Plain and simple. Marriage is to take away shame, and that's what homosexuals want, and is not going to leave because you're trying to build it on a weak foundation. You know, the foundation is sin, and I sink a ground. You know, everybody sinned. Jesus loves you all. Okay, but I don't think we should be out there. I know we should not be out there promoting and condoning a behavior, because all it is spinning out of control. Just from the first start, it is just spinning out of control. Okay, and like I told you, I think half of it is just jealousy and hate. Well, black people have more rights than us. You know, it's just Christianity was what they used a Bible, and other people took bricks in the face because the Bible said turn the other cheek. You know, you taking out the Bible and just trying to use the tactics of calling somebody bigots. Blacks didn't call white people bigots. You know, at that time when somebody was lynching you, that was understood. This is not human rights. This is sexual morality. You know. Anyway, I'm just trying to, I didn't want to, I think I've done my job, okay? So I'm going to leave it like that. God bless you all. Love you all.